Okay, start recording. Then when I'm doing a start recording, then it went through that. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so today topic is your object class. So what is the object class? Object class is your supermost class which is available in java.lang package. So if you are creating any class, then object class is already having the extended, means be having the extended any class. Like if you are creating any uh, class like user defined class, so object class is already there, right? So this is very important, object class. Okay, so sometime in interview purpose they are not asking frequently OBJCT. Okay, but your coding, what we are doing, the coding stuff, right? So that is important. Okay, so this object class we will use in your Selenium. So we are using almost concept in the Selenium. Okay, so that's why your Java, all the topics are important. When I will teach you data provider, right? So we will create 2D array object type. Okay, so every topic is your important. How much good in your Java, that much you can having the concept in Selenium. So you can see what is the object class. So this object class which is available in your java.lang package. So you can see what they have written the documentation. Class object is a root class of class hierarchy, means every class has object as a superclass. They have written every class has a object as a superclass. All object including array implement the method of that classes. Got it, right? So if you are creating any class, so this is your one constructor having inside this object class. Then we have some methods here. So these are the methods are there: clone method, object equals method, finalize method, get class, has code. So few method we will discuss. So we have a important of equals method, very important. We will discuss hash code method, very important, and we will discuss toString. Apart from that, it is not like frequently used, that is your by default method it is available, so we are not using frequently. By default it is using because if you are creating any class, but these are the classes having the sorry, these are the methods, important methods. Okay, you joined her. Okay, good. Okay, so what is the object class? So object class is your supermost class in the Java, which is available in your java.lang package, right? So I have given the example, right? Array example, right? When I discuss with your, I think array they have discussed, Rohit has already done that array. So one question is there: array is homogeneous type or heterogeneous type?
Hi, Mohit.
Hi Nasima. Okay, so just Nasima, you can just go through that, how what I am discussing. If you are not able to understand all the things, leave it. Okay, I will connect with you. Okay,
Okay, okay.
but listen, if you are not able to understand, like if you will understand 10% also, that is profitable for us. Okay, got it,
Okay.
right? So no problem. Just you can listen and whatever you can, just okay. So I can show you. Okay, I can show you whatever we are learning in our project. Okay, so later. Okay, so leave it that. Okay, so I have a started object class. So class means, just I will give you little bit idea about of class. What do you meaning of class keyword? So class keyword is, like it is a type of the keyword in the Java. There are 53 keyword in the Java, and 40 how much, 49 or something we are using frequently. Okay, so we have a class level of, you can mute in your side, Nazim. Okay, or all of you please mute in your side. Okay, so like 49 keyword frequently we are going to use in Java. So be having the class keyword. Class keyword means any real world object we are going to convert into the programming world. So Java is object oriented programming language. Like, so if you will go in the anywhere, right, any things, if you want to implement anything, right, one application name like e-commerce or something like, so all are an object, right? So same thing, we have a user defined class and we have a predefined class. Predefined means this is the already Java given to you how to use this. User defined means you are the class which is created by us, that is user defined class. If you are creating class anything like demo or bank test, so what we can do, we can save this class, right? We can save this class and you can save in the any location. So this class is your, in this file means we having the file name is in .java file, right? So how the Java code will execute? Anyone can explain how Java is working, Java coding? I have a one application, right, that is developed on the Java. You have to tell execution flow, how internally Java code is executing. That is the execution flow you have to tell. This is your code, huh? This is our code, okay? This is our code, Java application or banking application, you can just consider. And I need this output. If we will print, if we will execute this, the output is hello world only, right? But internally, how this code is working? We are almost completing your Java. And this is your my demo class. In demo, I am discussing this topic. This output, I will get it. What is the process to get this output? What happen when you will execute this code? I want internally what is going to happen. Okay, so okay, I will ask today, I will take the test for you guys, how much you are good in Java. Now, what is the output? Hi, what is the output of this code? If I will compile, what the output will get?
There will be not any output because firstly Java will go the main page. After that, it will execute what we are write in a system out println. And
Mm-hmm. No,
firstly, it
so
will
output will come high. Yeah, we will get compile time error or we will get runtime error. This is my question.
We'll
I think
we'll get compile time error
yeah
Why
we'll get
why
compiled.
why we will get compile time error?
because first it will
Main
compile the
object
code.
miss.
Sorry, one by one we can
Main,
go through that.
main
Okay.
object miss.
Main.
Main object is missing that.
Okay, no, main is there, right? Main is there. Main method is there. Okay, go. Other people can explain.
Mohit, first it will get like it will not come. We will not get any compilation. We'll get runtime error because already main method is there. Okay.
Okay, your
So
name, your name.
sorry.
Runtime error. Okay, you told right. Runtime error. Okay, Dasri. Okay, done. Your answer is done. Any others? And I think Sandhya told us we will get error, right?
Yeah, yeah, compile time error. I said.
Okay, we will, you will get,
Actually, that I mean,
okay,
yeah,
compile time
yeah,
error.
movie.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Sandhya.
Before main method,
Mm-hmm.
why
Yes,
before
yes.
main method, the statement have. That's
Yeah.
why we get error.
Okay. Narsimha is telling also we will get error. That is called runtime error or compile time error.
Runtime error is.
Okay. And Naveen? What is your answer? Okay, runtime error. Oh, you told runtime error, right? Sorry, Ravin.
Compile time error.
Okay, your answer is compile time error. Okay, compile time error, Naveen. Okay. Okay, the answer is we will get compile time error, but why? Runtime error, compile time error we will get, but why? Okay. Can you explain why we will get runtime error? Sorry, compile time error.
Mohit, the compile time error, like we'll get first the syntax. It will check for the syntax whether the
Mm-hmm.
syntax is correct. If the syntax is correct, then it will move from the it will go for the next step. Like it will create a
Mm-hmm.
dot class Java
Okay. Yeah, good.
Java file.
Mm-hmm.
Java file, and it will verify if there are anything issues. Then we'll get runtime error in a code. And
Okay.
runtime error comes like syntax is good, and syntax is good, but inside of a program in main method where we don't call anything else, anything issue there, then at this case we'll get runtime error.
Okay. Okay. You told me compiler will throw the error, and you are telling the what is the use of compiler? Compiler is going to check the syntax, right? Your answer is like that.
My answer is runtime error actually.
Okay. 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 Got it.
My
Okay.
answer is runtime error,
See.
and the
Okay.
runtime error and compile time difference is this. First, it will check the syntax. If syntax is correct, compile will be done, and it will create dot class Java.
Okay, okay,
Okay,
okay, got it.
runtime error.
Your term is over, so my term will come. Okay, and
Okay.
I am appreciating all of you. At least you guys are giving the answer. Okay, if you will not do the mistake, you cannot learn. So you can do number of the mistake. Even I am doing also. Even still, I having the many doubts in the Java. Still, I am learning myself. Okay, so it doesn't matter your answer is correct or not, but you guys are participating to give the answer. That is your first stage for getting the job. Participation, your first stage. Okay, we will speak definitely day by day. It will correct, and you will get the more and more confidence. No one is perfect in this world. Okay, so all are learning. Even I am also learning. I did like I having some experience, so that's why I'm going to teach you. Okay, so that is learning. The way of learning means no one is master here. Even in the IT sector, no one is master. Okay, so just we are learning and we are exploring our knowledge. Okay, so I will go this complete session with your real time project. We having the one requirement, right? I want to develop one application. One customer is there. That customer wants to open uh, like some business ideas. They're like they having the some they want to open online shopping, medical online shopping. So what happened, they will contact with the software company. Then software company having the business analyst, they will ask what is your requirement. So if you are going for the business, so be having the some logic to develop your application, right? So there are two types of the business logic. Logic means what is your requirement features, and we can tell in the real time. So what is your requirement? Software people will ask to you what is your requirement. So they having the requirement. I having like minimum uh, like 1 lakh of the customer is able to log in my website at a time. So they're having the many requirement. Designing is like that, right? We having the multiple drugs and medicines like. Okay, so simple one logic is there. If you will go in the web development, so when you are going to enter your hit your URL, then if you will go or if you will open any websites, first they will ask register yourself. When you are entering your registration page, your all the data will be stored in your database. In the middle layer, they having the some verification logic. So how much logic is there? One logic is you are entering the data. your registration form. One people had developed the registration page, that is your UI part, right? So backend people are developed the how the data will fetch in the it will store inside this database. That is the backend developer, right? So these are the then what they can do, they can merge this backend UI part and backend, right? Like you can tell this deployment part or something like integration part, right? So these are the logic, business logic. So business logic, or you have a simple word called one another logic is there, mathematical logic, like you're just subtracting and adding. We cannot write as a class level. Okay, this block is called your class block. This block is called your class block. Logic or business logic or any logic we cannot write as a class level. Your question is why? When one application 1000 logic is there, can we create a 1000 class? No, right? It is very hectic, right? In Selenium I told you, right? Simple. I will give you the example of Selenium here. Like we have developed some method, right? That is what one types of the logic only, right? In one class you can create number of business logic. If you will go in the development level, web development level, right? So as a class level we cannot write a logic. What is system.out.println? System.out.println is your logic developed by the Java people. System is your class, out is your variable, and println is your method. Got it, right? So someone will ask why it is not possible. Then you have to make the one example. If you one application having the 1000 logic and 1 lakh logic, we cannot create 1 lakh classes, right? We are able to maintain that? No. We are able to integrate that? No. Right? How to okay, we can provide the extend keyword and we can integrate, but it's very difficult, right? So that's why we have a function in C and C++. The people are telling function, or in Java we having the concept called method. So method will be developed as a class level, not a logic will be developed as a inside this method level, or main method is your what? Logic. This is one logic. What logic they have written? This main method is developed inside this JVM software. When you will execute, JVM software will integrate with, communicate with or interface between the users and JVM. So this is your one logic developed by the Java people. Are you able to understand why we are getting compile time error? If I will compile this code, you can see what we are getting here. Illegal start type we cannot develop. Tell me, you have any doubt? You have any doubt why we are getting this compile time error? So you have to explain, like you are working, you have a experience, you have to explain like that. You should not explain like as a fresher. You have any doubt? Anyone having any doubt this line of the code why we are getting this compile time error? No, right? Okay, so just this thing I already. So this is your user defined class. User defined class means the class which is created by us. So we are providing here extends object. Once again, I don't, this will work or not. Okay, see, okay, so we have a one class that is called object. So I will tell you one the why they have created object class, right? And why it is inherit. So be having the many methods I have shown you, right? So object class is developed by the Java people, and inside this be having the multiple inbuilt method. Okay, be having the multiple inbuilt method. So this method we will use, how to use and what is the use of that. But I have one more question, then the picture will come in your mind. Okay, object regarding the object class. Array is homogeneous type or heterogeneous type? Go. If you remember, go.
It is
Yes,
homogeneous type.
homogeneous type. Very good. Any others?
Heterogeneous type.
Heterogeneous type. Okay. What do you meaning of homogeneous and heterogeneous? Meaning. What do you meaning?
Array is a
Yes.
homogeneous. Homogeneous is the same type.
Mhm.
Heterogeneous is the different types of different type.
Okay. Okay. So here I can show you why I am explaining everything, right? Everything I will use in the Selenium also. Okay. So, okay. So I will give you one example. From this example, you can understand what is the actual use of object class. Okay. Be having the many use, but you can internally you can understand what do you mean of object class. Okay, so here see I can show you one more example. So this example, okay, I will show you one more example. Okay, then you will understand the importance, because this array, this is very important. Selenium, they will ask, can you write data provider code? So that code you have to explain, and how you can grab that concept because of these examples. Then we will come on your uh, object class. So we are going slowly, but if someone will ask what is this, then you can do R&D on that topic. Okay. Ayyo, that location is not taking by default. Again, I have to go that location. I have created one folder, right? Okay, so another question is there. What is array? First question. Why we use array concept? Second question. Got it? What is an array? And why array is required? Why the Java people have, or any others language have developed the array concept? Anyone? Anyone? I think array discuss, right? Rohit already
Can
took the class. Yes.
we can
Yes.
use multiple variables related.
We can store multiple. We can store multiple elements.
Same kind of similar element. Array
Huh.
is we can store a similar kind of element. That is
Similar.
array. So yeah,
Similar kind of array, similar kind of element, or similar kind of object. But
yeah,
as
similar
per
kind of
the
types.
requirement, we have to use array. So what is means, if you have to requirement, we have to store 100 employee data.
Yeah,
Or
exactly. That I
so
wanna say.
yeah, so can we store in variable? No, right? It is very difficult. So that's why they have created array concept. Okay. So here be having this is your I'll change this color here so it looks good. Okay. So what is this? This is your 1D array. Which type it is? A student type. And this is your referenced variable. We are creating array. How to create an array? Okay. So this is your 1D array and this is your type. Which type of the array? A student type. This is your referenced variable. Here new keyword. So new is a keyword. So by using new keyword, what will happen? One object is created. This object is nothing but this is the one type of memory. You can just think one type of the bucket. Anything you can consider. Memory means storing something. So new keyword created. When you are creating this new keyword, then what will happen? We have given this how many location here? So array is working on the index, right? How many locations are there? We having the 5 location, right? We having the 5 location. Okay, so right part I'll discuss. Okay, don't worry. So this is your location or size. What is the size of this? 5. So here it will start from 1 0 1 2 3 4, means it is working on the index. So new keyword means created, object created. This means this is your what? This will define the type, which type of it is, a student type. So how many locations are there? 5 locations here there. So it is the object type of an array. Means object means which type of the object? A student type of the array. So what is the your default value is a store here. So your default value will store null. Okay, here default value store null. Now this is your referenced variable. This is your referenced variable. So here it will hold this object. I told you, right? Reference variable, why it is needed, be needed, because we need to access this. And this is your, this will indicate if you will compile your code or if you will execute your code, you have to tell to JVM and compiler, right? Which type it is. We need to provide the type. They will consider it is your a student type 1D array. And this is your holding this object. Okay, the picture is going to start from here. So S of, right, y reference variable is required. S of 0, you are going to store a student type of object only. This is having the array type of an object, and this is having your a student type of object. So here you are going to store a student type. It won't be a store directly here, right? It will store here. I have created 3 object. This is your a student 1 object, so it will store. So object means this object is created and every object having the one hash code, right? Every object having the one hash code. So this is your hash code 121012, and this is your hash code 1013, and this is your hash code 1014. When you are writing this object, right, I am going to store s of 0, then it will store here. Cut this will remove this default value, and here it will store your object hash code. Object will not store directly inside this index. What it will store? It will store your referenced variable. Again it will replace from 1013. But if you will try to store employee type, then it will get error. Employee type is not applicable, so this behavior is called homogeneous type. So we can array is homogeneous or heterogeneous. It depends on which type of the array you are going to create. If you are creating same, except object type of an array, it will behaves array is homogeneous type. If you will create a object type of an array, then array is your heterogeneous. Object type class means, so you can see object type means you can store any type, any different type. Okay, so that's why when we will use data provider, inside this data provider we can store anything, right? We cannot be having the web element type, anything you can store. If you will use array or implementation of an array, then it is very difficult, right? It is not, we will get incompatible type. So same like that, how I have created that location, right? Same like that here also. it's okay. Just I'm creating this. 1 second, yeah. Okay, so this is also like that. You can see what type of object we have created. We have created here, sorry, what type of an array? Object class type. Object class type means you can store any type. We have a store here. So same like diagram will be same. If you are going to revise yourself, just make it your diagram for your practice purpose. So someone will ask what is an array, then you have a unique answer. Okay, the people doesn't have your answer. Okay, so this is how many location is there? 10, right? So it will go for till 9. So this is all our, this integer means the value will here 0. So as per the data type, it will a default value will store. Then after that, this will store all this object will created. And here we can see, here we have your any type, right? Employee type, your line type, this is your integer type, this is your uh, floating type, or not a, this is not a floating, this is your double. Okay, this is your char type, this is your boolean type. So we can store any type. If you are creating array as a object class type, then it will behaves like a, it is a heterogeneous type. Got it right? Okay, so you can see I'm able to compile this code, I'm able to execute. See, I did not store all this value. I have a store till 5 only. And you can say default value, what we are going to get here. Default value is null. If you have any object means any class type. So default value is your null, right? This is your null value we are getting, right? Tell me, anyone having any doubt in this both example?
Mohit, one thing.
Yes,
In the
yes.
heterogeneous, we can in the array we can use multiple data types.
Yeah, here we are using, right? But you have to create a object class type array.
Yeah.
Then we can use multiple types. You can see I have created here a student type. If I will compile this code, you can see we are getting incompatible type. Employee cannot be converted into the a student type except object class. It will behave like a homogeneous type. Understood? Are you
Yes, got
getting
it.
my point? Got it right?
Yeah.
But here which type of the array we have created? Object class type. This is the one feature of object class. Got it right? Name itself object class means you can store any type of an array. Sorry, any type of an object or element. Right? This is the one features. Second features, object class is your supermost class which is available in all classes, and whatever the properties and behavior inside this object class by default available in your class. Means this methods will by default will be there in your class. Got it right? So few methods are very important. Okay, so we will use this. So just I am going through little bit documentation regarding this object class. The most commonly required method for every Java class, whether it is predefined or customized class, you know, are defined in your separate class, which is nothing but object class. For every class is a child class of the object class, either directly or indirectly. Okay, object class method. So default available for Java means same thing I have just mentioned here. Your all the classes might be it is a predefined or it is a user defined. Object class is already inherit. In our class we cannot extend any other class, only class is directly. If you have created this class but one class is already there, if you are created this class, again object class is already there. If you are creating single class or multiple user class but object class is already inherit. Got it right? Object class is already inherit. Okay, so okay, I will explain at least one method today, then you will get the interest of this. Okay, so here we have a this methods. Okay, so toString method. So I'm going to discuss what is the meaning of toString method. So toString means it will represent your a string format. You have some requirement to display in the string format. Okay, then we should go for toString method. This is the one example for the object class features. Okay, so we can use toString method to get a string representation of an object. So here you will not understand all the things right now, so better to I will give you one example, then again theory you will understand easily if you will go for the one example. Okay, and this example is, you know, I will tell you some website also, you guys can try yourself, but my Java is enough for your Selenium, so don't look for anything. You can work on the logical coding, that is beneficial for you, but concept wise my notes is enough. You can explore yourself by using the new example. Okay, so we have a one student class. Close this. Okay, again I have a question. So this is your revision. Okay, all the things you already know. So you have to explain first this line of the code. Anyone can explain this line of the code? Anyone can explain this line of the code?
Yeah, Mohit. Here we took like variables like string. One is name, the other is integer value. Roll number will be like integer value, and student. In student, what are the class name student, right? Here we took a string value. Name is converted to string, and roll number is will be converted into integer value. Okay, it will be called it through integer, and this dot name is equal to name. That's where already we discussed, right? This is a keyword which is represent to the particular name in a class. Okay, same
Okay.
as this dot roll number is equal to roll number, which is representing same as a name.
Okay.
Okay, this is a class block up to and firstly, this is a string name and int roll number, that is a in non-static. And for that, we created an object
Okay.
for this dot name and this dot roll number. For non-static, we created an object, and student, like we want a string name and int roll number. So that is
Okay. Good. Your effort is good, and what you have spoken, just we can correct it. Okay. So this class is called user defined class. The class which is created by us. Class means what? This is your object, right? Object, real world object. You are presenting in your programming world. So here, what is your application you are going to develop? I'm going to develop one application where I can display a student name and roll number. This is my application. Okay, in this application. So if you are using any user defined class, you must be, we have to initialize that object. A student, can you mute please? Can you mute all of you? Please mute all of you. I don't know who is this. Okay, so if you are using any user defined class means your object, real world object. So when this is, I have created this object, you have to initialize this object, right? So that's why we use constructor, right? This is your constructor. Constructor means it is initialize an object. This is, we need to provide class level of variable, right? We have a declaration of this, but this variable, how to use this for initialization of this your object. So that's why we use this keyword. This keyword will point current object. Okay, this keyword will point current object. If you will not use this keyword, the value you will get null. Means this variable is not pointing this object, current object. Got it, right? So that's why we use this line of the code when you are creating any user defined class. So again, I am going to repeat, this is your user defined class. So if you are creating any user defined class, this user defined class means object, real world object. By using this class keyword going to convert into the programming world. Here this is your, just you can tell this is your one application, and you have to display in this application your a student name or class name, sorry, a student name or roll number. So this is application you have to develop. So if you are creating any user defined class, you must be initialize that class. How to initialize that class? By using the constructor name and class name must be same. I think they already discussed about the constructor. So here this is passing this parameter, and by using this keyword it will be a point for current object. So what is your current object? This is our current object. Okay, so this is the story of this. How to display this? So we will create a object. This is your input data. I am passing here output data. This is your parameter. In technical word, this is called your argument. For understanding purpose, you can consider how many a student you want to display. N number of the student I can display. Why? Because I can create n number of the object. That's why I took here non-static. Everything I took here non-static, right? Static means we have a single copy of memory. Non-static means we have a multiple copy of memory, right? So here I'm going to display. Just my question is what the output will come. Mohit 25 or Raj 1010, it will display here or not? It will display or not? This is my question. Yeah, you have to tell yes or no. We are learning, right? That's it.
Yeah, it will display Mohit. Yeah, it will display. Yeah,
You have to give answer
because
like that only.
yeah,
That's it.
because S1 is reference to student
Mm-hmm.
and new student, and they as per parameterization what we passed in string name and integer roll number. We have given Mohit as string name and integer as 25, and the student S1 as it's a constructor. We have given and we are calling this as it's a non-static variable. We are calling the non-static variable in the main method.
Okay, I'm going to execute this code and I'm going to, but here we are getting something. See what we are getting. What happened here? I want to display, right? So this is the use of toString method. Okay. So what is the conclusion of this example? This is executed which toString method? Object class. Object class toString method is executed. If you are creating any user defined class, then what happened internally here toString is calling here. You can see I have written here explicitly I am going to call here this, but by default everywhere toString is there. Please mute. Okay, so by default here toString is there. Okay, if you will call or if you will not call, but this toString will be executed from object class toString. So why this is getting this output? I think my output I can show you the object class toString implementation here. Sorry, this is not, this is our notes, that is for your. So this is executed. This is the implementation of toString. Okay, you can see what the output we are getting. Get class. Get class means we will get class name by using this at the rate this one, and we are getting something hash code. So this is the output it is coming, right? You can see here. If we will compare for this implementation, if we will go in the implementation of, so this output we are getting, this is your object class. If you want to represent your a string, means complete a string, then you must be override this to a string method. If you will not override to a string method, and if you are creating user defined class, then what will happen? You will get hash code. Hash code means this is the implementation of object class. So that's why I'm going to override this. Okay, so going to override this. If you will compile this code and if you will execute this code, now I am getting complete to a string. So in the real time, many places they are using this overriding. Okay, so this is your to a string, the use of this to a string. Okay, so today I'm going to stop your session. I will send you notes and recording, and what is your job, just go through once. Okay, and again we will ask the tomorrow same question, what is the to a string, what is the object class, so you guys able to give the answer. Okay, okay guys, bye all of you. I'll send you the notes also. Okay, okay, bye, good night.